Us Switch owners know what it's like to have graphics that aren't quite top tier. I mean, our system isn't trying to be the tech king, but Xbox Series X is trying to be the teraflop king, so it was kind of weird when Halo Infinite didn't look as good as anyone was expecting it to. I mean, the showcase in general was pretty wild. I'm very excited for next gen, but they had so much CG and not a lot of actual games. Thankfully, our boy, the Nintendo Switch, has a ton of actual games announced this week, and we're going over the 6 new ones from the last 7 days. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. I'm very excited for new stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think that this game could be really fun, but I thought that meme of the gorilla guy just, woo, I was like, dude, now Microsoft fans feel us Switch fans' pain when they look at graphics and they're like, I wish it could be better, but we're going to find out if these games from this week are better. We got a release date update, we got some new ones, big franchise updates, and a game from a very legendary creator that's trying to do something totally different. So we're going to take a look at the trailers, decide for ourselves. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoy new Switch games, and let me know in the comments down below which ones look like they're worth your time, and which ones look, if any, like absolute garbage. It's okay if they do. That's part of the show. On with the games. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time got a date. It's August 21st, and it's hitting Switch as well as everything else. It's $40. Let's see if they are gonna take our coins. Square Enix and Co. are bringing Yuji Naka's new adventure to life. Now, he is the creator of Sonic, so this is a big deal. This is a 1 to 2 player platformer coming to Switch in 2021. And it looks so cutesy creative. Now, here's the deal. If you told me that Balen Wonderworld was made by like a random team, I don't know if I'd be excited, but the fact that you tell me it's Yuji Naka making it, and this is a project that they've worked on with Square for a while, I'm pretty excited to at least see if it's good. Like, there's a lot of color and fun-looking worlds. You know, Yooka-Laylee is a game we talk about often on the channel. And I think Yooka-Laylee is fun, but it doesn't hold up as well as I'd like in this era. This costume idea, though, is really cool. I guess there's 80 different outfits you can put on, and they all transform your character and moves. That's a ton of different moves. It almost feels like you're becoming the Pokemon. I know they're costumes, you're not actually becoming a creature, but look at how it messes with the gameplay. Like how you can fly, bounce, slide, ski, run on the freaking thin air. There's a lot of charm there, a lot of good stuff. This is a game that I think could get delayed a lot. Also, I don't know why the sad villain had to mess with the farmer. Like, you could have messed with anyone else. The businessman, the politician. You had to mess with the farmer, which feels a little rough. Here's where the Sonic vibes start coming in. You see them? You can feel them a little bit. But look, if this can give us like a better Yooka-Laylee, a Sonic Mario hybrid with totally different ideas, and what seems to be a very Eastern like design philosophy and aesthetic. Oh, find the farmer! Save the farm man. Don the costumes. Balen Wonderworld. Weird name, weird idea. But seriously, I'm marking my calendar. Every moment's an adventure. 80 different outfits and 80 different movesets. Let's go. 2021 spring. It says Xbox Series X and Xbox One there, but it was confirmed for Switch. So beautiful. Now, they also worked on Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Wanted to point that out. GameCube game. Shout out. Hello. Who remembers The Outer Worlds on Switch? I do. It's a phenomenal achievement that they got it on this system, but the actual port is not so precious. But they are putting DLC out on September 9th on other platforms, and they did confirm that it's coming to Switch, just not day and date. Now, I think the DLC looks really good. Don't get me wrong. The Outer Worlds is a fantastic game, but I hope that the arrival of DLC will give them a chance to patch the game to make it a stronger port. Because if it's a stronger port, it's one of the easiest third-party titles to recommend. It's a big, bold, beautiful, wonderful game. Well, maybe beautiful is a stretch, but it's colorful and the ideas are beautiful. It's Fallout in space. And it's such a good addition to the Switch library if it performs well. And this DLC looks really sweet. New weapons. It's got that like creative flair. In the same way that, you know, like Far Cry Blood Dragon, maybe it's not pushing it that far, but we're in like a casino of sorts, it looks like. Crazy weaponry. Trust no one. And I will not trust this DLC port until I see it, because it could run terribly, in which case I will not be as excited for it. But I'm glad that they're giving us DLC. Also, I want to point out that Gorgon is one of my favorite monsters in Evolve. If you guys know that game, please one day come to Switch Evolve. I'd love that to happen. I think this does look really fun. And hey, at least they're confirming it's coming to Switch. Not going to be day and date, which is a bummer, but the game wasn't day and date, so it makes sense. But it will be coming. That's confirmed. How well they can make the port play is going to determine whether I get it or not. How about you? This right here is the shortest trailer we've ever aired in new Switch games. It is Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, and you're getting 14 seconds or less of action here. But this is basically Jet Set Radio in the current era from Team Reptile. And a lot has been said about this game. People are very excited, even off the smidge of gameplay we get. But some people are very worried. Now, they've confirmed it's coming to console, so it'll probably come to Switch because their other title, Lethal League Blaze, did come to Switch. And it looks like a good fit for Switch. I've seen some people say you're going to get sued because this is so much like Jet Set Radio. Like, almost identical. And it's a spiritual successor where they say you'll make a crew and you'll dance, paint, trick face off. It really does hit the feel. And I don't know if it hits the field too much. Obviously, we only have a couple seconds of gameplay. It's probably a ways away. But because Lethal League is on, Switch, it probably will come to Switch. I know a lot of people are going to be excited for this. If Jet Set Radio was your jam in the day, I'm sure you are jamming out right now. I do think it's funny that the trailer is so short. But maybe they're just like testing the waters to make sure this is kosher and this works. I don't know. It's got a cool aesthetic. I don't know, like, how much linearity will be in the game versus how much just, like, kind of goof around, do what you want in a big world. Kind of have to wait and see for my take on that. But in the meantime, keep your eyes on Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which I keep wanting to call Bomb Rush Cyberpunk because everything's Cyberpunk this year. But this is Bomb Rush Cyberfunk because it's funky, get it? A lot of funk, good funk. Please don't get sued, Team Reptile. You guys make good games, and I am crossing my fingers for you. Kaze and the Wild Masks is coming to Switch at an undetermined date. It is a side-scrolling platformer with bunny hops. There are 30 levels. Unleash the skills of the different masks to get powers from Tiger, Eagle, Lizard, and Shark. This is a day all about powers from outfits. Dude, looking fierce. Who needs Halloween in 2020 when you got Kaze and the Wild Masks? Now, I'm always down for a game that reminds me a little bit of like Mega Man meets Sonic. I guess there's a lot of Sonic vibes today. It's not as fast. It's probably more Mega Man. But there's some good platforming as well. It kind of got a Dixie Kong vibe with the hair twirl. I love Dixie Kong. Please bring us a new Donkey Kong game. I mean, I know we got Donkey Kong Country. We talked about that a few weeks ago. But it actually does remind me a lot of Donkey Kong now with the animal transformations. You're not riding the animals, you're actually becoming the animals. But they say it is a satisfyingly smooth but challenging platformer. And if they're able to deliver on the mechanics, this could be something very cool. It could also be crappy. I can't quite tell from the trailer if it is playing and performing with like a lot of precision. They say it is, so we'll take them at their word right now. I hope it comes out soon. But it is going to have a physical and digital version, which is interesting. So the game is decently big, I guess, if it's going to have a physical version. It's got really pretty nice art. The character's really big on screen. That's something I noticed right off the bat. The boss stages look kind of interesting. Yeah, it's like Sonic, Donkey Kong, Mega Man vibes, which looks like a great combo. So, like, fingers crossed, because I might really like this. Let me know your take. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis debuted at the Xbox conference, which, again, what a weird show. Hope they have more games that are coming out soon. Because everything like Forza and Fable are like so far off. Everwild supposedly is just toying with gameplay concepts. Forza is in early development. Fable is just a CG trailer. But Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is coming to the surprise of many PSO fans. And it's also going to be coming to Switch. They announced that after the conference that the game will be hitting Switch. So if you are a fan of PSO, which right now is giving massive Xenoblade Chronicles vibes. Xenoblade Chronicles X, I guess to be specific. Then you're going to get it on the Switch. Now, it has, I don't think it's been confirmed for a US release. I'm pretty sure that it right now is just confirmed for an overseas release, and it's going to be a cloud-based game. So it's coming in 2021 as a cloud-based game, and often with these, like Resident Evil 7, they do not make their way to the US. I do hope that one day, eventually, Nintendo, and this is an interesting talking point, Nintendo has experimented with this cloud-based idea to bring better-looking games and more complex games to the platform via streaming. And, like, it's not too far-fetched of an idea to make that happen in the States. We're building pretty good streaming stuff. I mean, Stadia aside, like Project xCloud and whatnot are becoming cool ideas. And I would love to see Nintendo find a way to incorporate some of their cloud-based games like PSO2 New Genesis, Resident Evil 7, and whatever they decide to dip their toes into in the future, and bring that to the Western side of the equation, besides just over in Japan. I know this is a lot of people excited. It's really not my kind of game, but I wanted to include it here because it does mark another cloud-based game coming to Switch. And it was an Xbox game that was announced at the conference that is also coming to Switch, which is kind of like just a weird idea. Like, hey, it's coming to Xbox and Xbox Series X, and it's also coming to Switch. I don't know how many games we're ever going to get that are on, next gen and also on Switch, but there's one of them. That'll do it for the list. Kind of a lackluster one, I gotta say. Although I do think the story DLC for Outer Worlds looks good. If Gorgon can gobble up some of the problems that the port had on Switch, that would be super nice. Samurai Jack could be really fun. It also could be a dud. I remember when Platinum was making a lot of beat-em-up games based on popular franchises. Some were good and some were not so good. I hope that Samurai Jack in August is good because right now August is bare. I think Nintendo will probably announce something for August, but they have yet to do so. So we're kind of in wait-and-see mode on what the heck we're going to be playing or buying in August. And it might just be a month to dig through the backlog, but hopefully Samurai Jack can change that. I have some hope for Balen Wonderland. I think it looks really cool. And I hope that game turns out to be a very fun time and not just a blast from the past, but like a good way to integrate 3D platformer ideas from yesteryear into 2021. And I hope it hits day and date with Switch. And, hey, Yuji Naka has a resurgence after Sonic, Billy Hatcher bringing in a bold new franchise, 80 outfits. It could be cool. Let me know what games you think look good in the comments down below. If you think none of them, just say none of them. That's fine. We're waiting on a big Nintendo Direct. Nintendo also had a show this week. It was also lackluster. So we're in this strange middle period. I really thought today we'd be talking about Mario 35th anniversary, and we're not. But we could be next week, so stay tuned for that show. Make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, and staying smart out there. Hit that like button if you enjoyed and are ready for more Switch games. Hit the like button twice if you're ready for more Switch games. I am, like actual ones from Nintendo. We need some first-party love, Nintendo. It's not going to cut it to just sit here and let freaking Kaze and the Wild Masks and Phantasy Star Cloud Edition and this Jet Set Radio wannabe Cyberpunk game that might get canceled before it even comes out. We'll have to wait and see, though. Until that time, everybody, have a fantastic day. I love you a lot. SwitchForce, out.